Welcome everybody. Nice discussion. I hope everybody's having a good evening. We'll see who all shows up tonight. Had a short one for lunchtime, but I had a few things to do, and the market ended early and everything. Oh, I got somebody out here looking. Fuck you! And someone driving by looking at the RV. And they said, I love it! Hey, One World, what's up? Yo, yo, yo. Oh, goodness. Finally cooling off a little bit. We hit 96 today. It got hot by 11 o'clock out at the flea market. About 11:30, I fired up the AC. Hey Ray, how you doing? Oh, better you than me, man. Man, I can't stand ingrown toenails or fingernails. They hurt like a. Get a pair of tweezers or pliers and just grit your teeth and yank. Yep. Oh, goodness. Well, I'm just sitting here planning next week's strategy of what I'm going to do and how to do it and everything. I still ain't figured everything out. Oh, I hear you. I still haven't found my other pair of glasses. Wonder what the dogs did with them. It ended up being a halfway decent day at the flea market. I came away with what I was hoping to. So, you can't ask for more than that. Well, you can ask, but we get what we need, not what we want. But all in all, pretty good day. Pretty good weekend. And now we're 2 more days closer to the 31st. And I'm more waiting on the 1st to get here to go to Bentonville than I am the court hearing. I mean, I'll show up at the court hearing. I hope it goes well and everything, but I'm not that excited about it, if you know what I mean. But we'll see what happens there. I expect a repeat of the first one. A $5 pizza. Hey, anytime you get a $5 pizza is a good time. Anytime. Shit, you can't even get personal pan pizzas no more for $5. That's pretty cool. I think they're looking at the RV out over there. I'll open the door and wave just in case. Hey, and I can show off what this is about for those that don't know. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. And you just scan that QR right there. If you're not already on the petition, scan the QR. Whew. I'll give you my 1987 Winnebago Aladdin named the Cannebago. Well, I'm going back inside where it's AC's on. It's a lot cooler in there. A whole lot cooler. That feels so much better. Oh! Personal pizzas for $2. Damn, how can they do that? That'd be cool. I'll be down. I'll be damned. Well, I've been feeling weird all day today. Just kind of weird. Not like sick or whatever, but just weird. Oh, a personal's better than nothing. They're not worth the money most places charge for them, but they are better than nothing. That's just an old cliche saying. Like people say money can't buy happiness. Bullshit. It can buy some pretty good bud, and I'm happy when I'm, so, you know, money will buy happiness. We need a break in this doggone weather. We're going to have like 2 or 3 more real hot days and 2 days of cooler weather in the 80s and then back up in the 90s again. Well, not a whole lot today. We had a good day at the flea market, like I said, but I came in town and parked after that. And, hell, I don't have anything set outside, and I didn't put the flags up because it's hotter than hell. And, you know, I don't have the door open for people to come by. If it's not super hot tomorrow, I may set out, you know, until noon or so and let people come by. Kill time to Thursday. Thursday or Friday, I'll be headed over Joplin way. Last that soda tasted like crap. It's flat or something. Well, nobody got anything else they want to talk about? We done talking about pizza? I would say where is everybody, but it is Sunday, so I know a few of them are out doing Sunday things. Well, the only thing I did this weekend was the flea market, so you really can't say besides the flea market, because that's all I did the whole weekend. I didn't do anything else. From Friday afternoon until this afternoon was all about the flea market. And like I say, when I got parked here this afternoon, 1 o'clock or whatever it was, I did the live right before I left the flea market. That's why I didn't do a super long live. So I got here about 1 o'clock, and I just kicked back in the AC and been watching Deadliest Catch. I sat here watching the Deadliest Catch. None of them's nothing spectacular, so it's not like you miss much. Oh, I'll be damned, Ray. That was a sheriff deputy, wasn't it? Yeah, I'd like to see a lot of cops get fired, but not hurt. Not hurt. Fired, yes. Not hurt. So what's the deal on 11 people getting stabbed in Michigan or something? How in the world do you stab 11 people? Just run through and yeah, I mean, you know. A lot of crazy, weird shit going on in this world. I'll be damned. I'll be damned, right? He was just released from prison, huh? There's them people that get institutionalized. They can't handle it on the outside. Could have been one of them. I don't know. But And shit, nowadays, I don't see why people think they're going to get away with anything. Man, there's too many cameras and everything nowadays everywhere. Someone might get away with something for a couple days or weeks or whatever, but once all the investigation and ring footage and traffic camera footage and shit in that area is reviewed, they're going to know exactly what happened and by who. And that ain't no lie. They got so much stuff and surveillance going on that people don't realize, and it's everywhere. Oh goodness. Well, what do you think, or what do y'all think? One World, Ray, anybody, all of you, whatever. What do y'all think? You think I'll get the same treatment with a different judge? Do you think they think the same way? Because like that first judge, she wouldn't listen to a tape or watch a video. I wonder if the second judge is going to be the same way. This new one. If she is, then I'll right off the bat I know it'll be just like the other case. But what's funny is this is about trespassing, and I've got a manager from that store on tape telling me that I was untrespassed and I could come back anytime I wanted. So none of that made sense. Damn. Did it say what it collapsed from, Ray? I mean, was it a storm or... Damn, what part of Missouri, and did it say why? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They all know each other, hang out and everything. And I'm sure that the one judge has done talked to the other judge, and I'm sure she told her that my impression of small claims is kangaroo courts. Because I did say that when I was leaving with the other, yeah. But you know, it is freedom of speech. But I'll make sure not to say anything till I get out of the courtroom next time, though. Because if they want to slap you with contempt of court, they can. And me, I just want a fair hearing. That's all I care about. You know, every small claim I've ever seen, heard of, been to, or what, you could play tapes, you could show pictures, you could play videos. Hell, it even tells you in the paperwork when you file it to make sure that you bring equipment that will adapt to the courtroom equipment so they can play it on the screen. Yo, what's up, Will? But I guess if you just hear a tape of someone apologizing for what happened and saying it shouldn't happen, and you can come back to the store and he'd like to meet you and everything, that might, weigh on the case a bit. So of course the judge ain't gonna let nobody else hear it. I learned years back, I had a cop write a ticket, and I didn't even know nothing about the ticket. He arrested me for flying a sign, and I wasn't flying a sign. But anyhow, he took a ticket and put like chicken scratch on it. And I tried my best to get them to do an analysis about, the handwriting and whatever on it. But of course, they didn't care about the cop doing that. But had I not been in jail already, I wouldn't have known nothing about it, and I would have had a warrant come up on it. But anyhow, this cop punches me across the face. Put that cigarette out. And I had a letter, because I went down and filed a complaint. No, I had a letter from the chief of police in Albuquerque, New Mexico, apologizing, saying they did an investigation, that I hope that one incident didn't taint my impression of their department, yada, 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 yada. I mean, this was years ago. And I'm like, that's cool, I'll just show that to the jury, and I'll win a couple of thousand easy, Oh, no. The jury was not allowed to see that letter. Yep, the other side fought to keep it out of the trial. And see, judges and them, they do that. They keep lots of evidence and suppress it from different trials and stuff. But they're not supposed to do that in small claims. Hello, Mr. Sean. Oh, no. This lawsuit ain't nothing. There's two different trespasses, and I'm not suing for trespassing here. This is the reason I'm suing this store is I'm a Walmart Plus customer. I can't come in there and shop and nothing. I hadn't did nothing wrong. And I'd shopped there just the week before and all. No, I'm not doing this one for trespassing. Nope. They've already did the trespass deal. And that's why I say I probably will go in on Thursday and tell the judge that I'd like her to dismiss it without prejudice. That I'd like to because see, I want to see if she brings the manager and shit in. If she don't bring the managers and like the one that apologized and all that there, then I really need to subpoena them and all. And if I asked the judge if I could get the courts to hold it off until I get back in town in December. I don't see why she wouldn't do it. Just like I did in Indiana, but I never went back and filed that yet. But I could if I wanted to. But, I ain't going to, not with Bill 11. Leave him alone. But, yeah. And see, either way, Ray, it's kind of like two incidences there. They trespassed me from that store. Well, if I had been trespassed already, then why did I get trespassed again? And why was I given a ticket? The ticket had to be from the Wichita case that never got dropped. That's the only thing they can say is that ticket was from there. Because this one is about what they did there to me that night, telling me that store trespassed me for 2 years, this, that, and the other. That's what this case is about. Nothing to do with the big one, the one I'm going to trial on. That's a totally different issue, different case, different everything. And I even got the lawyer that admits that on tape. Yeah. See, I've been trespassed from Walmart twice, and both times they took it back, but never gave me a letter or nothing. And look at the situation I'm in now. And what possessed that person to come out before I even come into Walmart and run my license plate or whatever the hell he did to have the cops there? You know, it's all bullshit, but it'll be all right. Well, you're absolutely right if it's not in writing. But see, none of these damn fools. But I tell everybody, I record all my calls. I do. And it just so happens every time I do, knock on wood, I'm in a one-party state, and it's perfectly legal. 100% legal. But, I can't wait to see what these small claim judges rule like and whatnot. It's funny, a little Georgia town judge could figure it out, but a Springfield lady judge couldn't. Let's see what this other lady judge does. Oh, yeah. Well, they'd lie their ass off if they could. They'd lie their ass off if they could. But I've even got the lawyer telling me how she talked to the lady. She told me her name, even. Because I never did understand from my recording the name. And she told me the lady's name. So, like I say, she knows all about all this and all. Now, what she has disclosed with Walmart and stuff, I have no idea. But I want Walmart to know when I get there, hey, just please talk to me. Let me tell you what happened when you brought a lawyer in when I just asked to talk to you. And here's where we're at right now. Do you want me to just go hire a lawyer? Fine. I'll go that route. I'll go my way to Florida. Have fun. Walmart. Just let the lawyers fight it out. Or, hopefully they will talk to me and work this shit out and see where everything lies. And maybe help stop a very big injustice that involved them, Walmart employees, and Facebook. So, I'm looking at all this as a blessing. I said this a couple months ago when it first happened. If Walmart ends up taking down the trolls, oh my gosh, wouldn't that just be something? Well, that's what the lawyer wants and all. But I really don't think the CEO or the board members in Walmart want that. I don't. And I want to go and give them a chance. Because, hey, in the beginning, do they really know? Have they paid any damn attention? Did their lawyer tell them? In the very beginning, all I wanted was an apology. Just like I asked Bryson or anybody else that wants to come forward on something they did to me. Okay, whoever's involved does an apology. They didn't mind being and acting stupid out there in front of the people at the store or nothing, so why not be out there and act sincere and apologize for doing what you did? I think that's more than fair. I really think that's more than fair. And they say, well, we can't make you hire that security company. Why can't you tell that security company, well, we think he violated and he should apologize? Well, that officer can't work on this property no more. Use another one. or use another company. But see, no, it's always some sort of bullshit. Just like that lawyer telling the judge that I should be suing the security guard and not the company. Bullshit. He come out there representing Walmart, saying the managers of Walmart sent him out. That'd be the same as the asset protection people coming out. Well, I want them to just obviously talk to me. And I guess hey, I've hung around here for a month and stuff, getting these court cases coming here. If they don't think I'll hang around there until they talk to me, well, they got another thing coming. Remember, I got to be here December 10th. I'll be damn near a permanent fixture out at the Walmart Museum and the Walmart Corporation. And of course, I won't do nothing illegal. Nothing, just a simple protest. Basically like what I'm doing. But I'll have some nice signs done. Oh, I'm not going to stay there. I wouldn't stay there till December 10th. Well, thank you. Thank you. Nice of you to point that out. But you know what? My Creator made me in His image, so as far as I'm concerned, that's good. You might try a little Jesus and not worry about people's ears and stuff there, though. Not a whole lot. What's up with you, man? Well, thank you. If you think my hat's great, you have no idea what I drive or my name. My legal name is 420 Jim. That's not just a tag for that is how my name is legally spelt out. FOURTWENTYJIM. And if you might well, my RV is a 30-foot mobile billboard. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. Who only speaks and understands English? Did someone write something that was not in? Oh yeah, I didn't say that. For example, say hello. Yeah, I didn't see that. Oh no, I don't know how to speak Turkish. I didn't see none of them messages. Sorry about that. I don't know why, but I didn't see none of them messages. Sorry. Okay, let me show you my vehicle in just a minute. Oh, he wants me to speak in Turkish? Nah, I ain't gonna say nothing if I don't know what it is. But see, nobody belongs in jail for weed. And anybody can scan that and sign the petition. But here you have a 1987 Winnebago Aladdin. that crisscrosses the United States, named the Cannebago. How do you say Cannebago in Turkish? And thank you once again, Mr. Sean. This is Mr. Sean's gift to the Cannebago. Mr. Sean sent $20 and asked me to put that cross on here for him. I love to give back. That's what the tagging's about. When a person donates a penny, a nickel, dime, a dollar, whatever, roach in a legal state, I let them tag the RV. That and my retirement pays for it. Anybody would like to kick a brother $1, there you go. Hey, and the Creator, He gave us every herb-bearing seed, right? So when I'm out here talking and trying to get people to sign the petition, I'll remind them that. No one belongs in jail for weed. Our Creator gave us every herb-bearing seed, and then I ask them, what's it say above that? It takes them a time or two, but eventually they read Everyone Needs a Little Jesus, and I give them one of these little figurines and say, yep. And I like doing that. I did that this weekend at the flea market. Give away quite a few of the little figurines at the flea market. It's cool. If you're in the Springfield, Missouri area, come by and say hello. I'll give you a little Jesus figurine if you like. Oh, well, right on. No, I'm not reading nothing I don't know. Nope. Right on, but I don't want to, I try not to read people's names and stuff because I don't like to mispronounce nothing. You know, I'm not saying it's anything bad. It could be. You know, I have trolls. I thank you for checking that out for me. But, yeah, I just, you know, if I do it for one person, I have to do it for all. You know, and then I'd have the trolls to having me say things that I probably shouldn't be. So if I just don't say things that I don't know, then I don't have to worry about it. And I hope you understand that, my friend from Turkey over there. Of course, I'm sure you don't know I've got a couple of idiot trolls over here, but that's the type of thing they would do. I'm sure that's why Mr. Sean looked it up. Well, when I come off the road, I live in Black Canyon City, Arizona. But for the last 11 years, pretty much 10 of them, I've been traveling all over the United States, back and forth in the north, south, east, and west. If you like Google my name or type my name in under a search, you'll see hundreds of stories. Most of them are true. Oh, Germany, right on. Right on. Right now, I'm going to be living in Springfield, Missouri another week. Then I'm headed over to Bentonville, Arkansas for a week or two. Hopefully it don't take longer than that. And long enough to let them know I'm serious. I'm camping there until we talk. It may take a week, may take two, it may take a day, it may take a month. But once I get there, it's a month before I can move on. Just seen a couple of guys go by, and they were smiling. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you. It's no style. I don't do nothing with this or this except brush them. Every once in a while, I wash them, but I'm always brushing them. uh, yeah, I think he's seen. I think he's seen what I drove. I'm pretty sure he's seen what I drove. There you go. Hey, hey, try this on for size. Try this on for size. And it's actually what they're pushing, but for the wrong reason. One world order. But if we had one world love, and people realize that there's only one race, the human race, put all this other bullshit, you know, Chinese, Japanese, English, Russian, whatever. We all come in this world naked, nothing, and bleed red, and we go out the same way. Nothing makes us any better than the other person or nothing. If we had just realized human beings on planet Earth, love thy neighbor. Man, okay, there's heaven right there. But we don't do it. But see, that's the way I try to see life. As far as I'm concerned, everybody I love, and they're my neighbor, and if I can help them, I will, and whatever. I love everybody. Now, you also stand up and defend your family, but you know what? If everybody loved everybody, then you wouldn't have to. So, it's a crazy, stupid world we're living in right now. You know, they just made homeless illegal. All they got to do is say that you're doing drugs, and they're going to lock your ass away, and you're not going to be back out on the street again. All kinds of stuff. These people that actually are, you know, they shut down all the halfway houses and the drug treatments and mental wards and stuff. They used to be all over the United States. Topeka, Kansas had them. And when they shut down them centers where these people lived and stayed, they just poured them all out on the street. Now that they got them all hooked on drugs and living in the street life and everything like that, and they're rounding them all up. See, it's all part of a big picture and a big plan. Shit, it's getting harder and harder to travel, and people are getting down on van lifers and stuff like that. Cities are trying to Yeah, it's going to get harder and harder to travel and do things freely. Watch. Well, I don't know about that. I'm getting to where I don't like to drive no more. If I had a chauffeur and stuff, I might would travel, but I'm getting to where I don't like to drive no more. This will definitely be my last trip cross country. Yeah, I know I can make it to DC and back home to Arizona, but that's it. No, that's it. Yeah, but see, there's so many places these people can go. We've got army bases, maybe we got all kinds of places that nobody lives in or nothing that we could open and people could live in and stuff. Look how much money they spent housing all these illegals and stuff, and we can't do that for our own people. We can't do it for our own people. Oh, come on now. Hey, thank you, thank you. I hope to see you again too. Well, yeah, yeah, Sean. And see if they keep it to the ones not trying. But see, most people right now, and why it's a bad thing that he did. So far as the homeless people, the drug addicts and stuff, yes, it will get them help, and it's a good thing to that point. I agree with you. And all these homeless camps, and shooting up heroin stuff on the streets, that all's got to go. I wouldn't want that around kids and stuff. But it's too broad of a bill to where they could just claim someone's doing this, that, and the other, and no trial, no nothing. They're gonna pick them up and put them away. And everybody in America right now is 2 or less paychecks from being homeless. That's no lie. Most people in the United States of America right now, if they missed 2 consecutive paydays, they'd be fucked and they'd be homeless or close to. They may be able to sell everything they own and get another week's rent paid and pay months back rent, but boom, next month they're out anyway. But the thing is, nowadays, and the way this world is, most people couldn't miss 2 paychecks without being homeless. And that has nothing to do with drugs or anything else. See, that's the thing I'm scared of. Like me, you could say I'm homeless. I mean, I'm out traveling and whatnot, but right now I don't have a home, right? My home's in Arizona. So, it depends on where they draw that power, that line at, as to where someone is homeless and someone that needs help. Now, if they find someone that's working and whatnot, and they want to help them and get them an apartment for a month or 2 so they get back on their feet, that's what they should do. Not talk about re-putting them in, places and stuff. Nah. The druggies, yeah, put them in those treatment centers and this, that, and the other, and hopefully they get help and whatnot. But there's a lot of people out there that are just good folk that aren't strung out on drugs. A lot. And I hope it don't affect them. Hey, One World. Hey, if I had a chauffeur, I would. Yeah, but if somebody's in their car, does that mean they're homeless? Down on their luck, trying and whatever. You know what I mean? Um, they should have never let the country got to where it is now. And as long as a person's trying, there's a lot of people that's trying hard. I just look at my family. You know what I mean? That's a lot of money every month to come up with. Try and raise half a dozen kids and pay rent and all the bills. I couldn't do it. So I don't see how you, Mr. Sean or Will or any of y'all, I don't see how any of y'all are keeping up with your bills or anything. I mean, I've always had a fairly easy time of keeping up with my bills and stuff. Shit, not nowadays. I thought when I got 65, retired, I'd have a couple that bullshit. You got to fight for every penny you get. And when they give you a couple of dollars extra here, then they take it off of food stamps over there, but more. I get a $12 raise on Social Security, they take $20 of food stamp away. Well, I hope you get it soon, my friend. Something's got to break shortly, and I think it's going to. I think it is going to. And I really don't think that bill means that he's just going to go out and start, there's going to be some police in towns that take it that way. Just go harass and put the homeless in jail. There's going to be some cities in town that go wholeheartedly with that. But hopefully a lot of the, police department stuff don't. Or they look at the situation, you know what I mean? Don't throw money down a crawfish hole. If you're renting, you're buying something for someone else. That was one of the true values my dad taught me in life. 3 of them I live by. 1, a man's only as good as his word. And that's a true statement. Number 2, most people live by, but nowadays a lot don't. Used to be, a handshake was a contract. And the 3rd, don't throw money in a crawfish hole. Meaning, if you go and rent a house or rent an apartment, you're just throwing money away. Try and figure out how to get a down payment or whatever to buy one, or do like I did and whatnot. I started out building buses. Now, the couple times I rented apartments, and there's one time I actually put my name down to buy a house when me and Kathy was together. But I saved up the money by living in a bus that I'd built, and went months without paying rent, saved that up, and I was able to have the down payment for that house that time. And a couple of times that I've rented apartments in my life. But it's always made a difference if you don't have a monthly payment. And think about it. I mean, that's the way the system's designed. But you're just buying things for someone else if you're renting it. The American dream should be that you find somebody that's got a house and they sell it, and all your payment goes to buying it. Work true. Wonder what they're getting ready to. Oh, wet paint. I didn't see the paint truck. Anyhow, I thought I'd come out here and show off the LEDs one more time. I've got to glue them up. They're starting to come down in a couple of places. But that's what I want to work on the next day or two while I'm waiting to Thursday. I'm going to secure the LEDs a little bit better a few places. And then get my windows done and stuff. Oh, that AC feels so good. Ice time, baby, cat, baby. Oh goodness! Ow, 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 ow! That scratches. That scratches. That hurts. That hurts. I know you don't mean to hurt, but your little nails hurt, Betty, baby. No, not that I know of. You might have seen some tape on the windshield and stuff, where I tape a poster board up there. But no, up at the top, I don't think they're coming off. Wow. Yeah. You never know how long it's going to take. I hope it don't take long, my friend. You're a clown. Huh. You're going to make me go out there in that heat and look. Maybe. I wouldn't see why they would come down, though. Oh, yeah. Maybe. Oh, no. No, See, this is tape and stuff. Everyone needs a little Jesus. You mean the little black tab up at the top? The weather seal. I think that too, that might have made you think that. Yeah, that's coming out. Like I say, I've got a couple things I need to do. Just like finish gluing up the LEDs. That piece of trim around the windshield is probably what made you think that that was like that. Hold your ears, I gotta check my gas. Yeah. Time to pour some in there. Surprised it's not dead. I may have to go over to the store and get some. Well, I'll pour this in there for now. That's about an hour's worth. Sorry about the noise. Another minute. Well, 2 minutes. good the last drop. I've got to get gas before the night's over. I got to go all the way over there. Oh, okay. Yeah, because that sign vinyl I use is pretty good stuff. Depending on where I got it from. If I ordered it online, it's some really good stuff. The Cricket stuff's pretty good too. But the really, really, really strong stuff I normally get off from U.S. Cutter. Hey, no problem. You gave me a chance to go out and remember to check my fuel in the generator, and we would have been here probably 5-10 minutes from now, and it would have went, you know, killed the AC, the lights and everything. It ran out of gas. It was literally running on fumes. When there's no red in the window, it's normally not running, and I didn't see any red. But now I know I'm good for an hour. Oh. I still haven't went to the back and went through all my vinyl to see if I've got enough vinyl to do the windows, or if I just want to order a roll of white. Well, nobody got any questions, comments, or concerns? If you do, now'd be a time to post them, because I think I'm going to get ready to get out of here in a minute. Oh, goodness sakes. Been a long day at the market and all. Need to get the dogs fed and go spend another $13 on gas and fill up the generator before I go to bed. Well, my friends, peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand, and if we try, we can all get along. My dogs love you, I love you, and most of all, Jesus loves you. Right on, my friend. Hope to catch you all here tomorrow between noon or at 7 p.m. I'll be here. All those that haven't subscribed, please subscribe and follow. Till tomorrow at noon, much love. Peace out.